Good afternoon. We're just going to do another video regarding the David Winter module. This is the second module which has been modified so as we can tune either direction on the band. So it's installed in the radio, and I brought the radio indoors to give it some acoustics, to improve the acoustics than we get in the shed, and give you a better idea of exactly how this sounds. Okay, so this is the start of the review. At the moment, this is tuned into BBC Radio Scotland on obviously the FM band, and there's talking on it. So this will give you an idea of the overall noise level. So
this is terrific, Neither of these were, that's supplementary information, Arabella. We'll decide whether we'll give you an extra point or not once we know what your score is. Just based on that. Arabella, before I give you your score, we are seeing you at the moment, back and two doors down. Tell us how it's been to film it this year.
Well, it was absolutely great, because I dare say lots of people with...
Now we can hear this background noise. It appears to be there. I wouldn't say all the time. Sometimes when you tune in the station it doesn't appear. Sometimes when it does appear. Well, it's a bit odd, to be fair, and sometimes you can also hear it on quiet passages of music, like on classical, etc. Now the output from it is quite substantial, but what I discovered was on this radio, which has a tone control in the grid circuitry of the preamplifier, the tone control really was not too effective. I tried a 100k resistor in series with the output of the module onto the amp, and it reduced the signal level too much. Tone control was very effective. So what I've had to do, in fact, is change the value of the tone corrector capacitor from a 0.0022 up to a 0.01. That has actually helped. So I'll give you an idea of what it sounds like on music. I'll tune it to music.
Somebody said to me...
As you can see, it pulls the tone down. Even in the background there, we can still hear this rumbling noise. So that's Radio 2. We'll tune. This is classic Radio 3. Doesn't sound too bad there.
Essentially find the demand for the NFT that I want to sell.
Follow. That's all it takes to renew your driving licence online. Type in gov.uk/renew driving licence, click on the start button, follow the steps. It's quicker than a paper application, completely secure, and
iterations of the Wiggles. There's like old Wiggles and new Wiggles now.
It's time to break the vicious circle. We're working with charities like Shelter to provide a bank account for people who are homeless. Search HSBC UK, no fixed address.
Exploring the heart of
2021. It happened more in 2018, and it just sat there. And then all of a sudden, everybody wants to have a piece of this.
So CryptoPunks, of course, are one of those more famous types of NFT, the little digitized punks. I suppose when we say that some of them will become worth money.
Okay, overall, I would say it's better than the first module, especially because we can now tune it either way, from the low end to the high end, or from the high end to the low end, which is very useful depending on the scale of the radio. This radio obviously was just long, medium and short. It was basically scrap. The cabinet had badly delaminated, and there's actually a big part of the wood missing here, which has been filled up, and this has been just done with Fablon. The radio was getting thrown out. It was working okay on all bands, but it was thrown out, plus the fact the exhaust glass is broken. So this is just a set that I've used to test it on. The valve for the frequency changer on IF has been removed. We don't need these, and the tuning capacitor has been disconnected from the wave change switch. So the set is now really only 3 valves. It's just the rectifier, the output valve, and the audio amplifier, UBC something or other. So that's a UBC 41, I think it is. So that's the valve lineup now. The audio quality is okay. It sounds quite nice. It actually sounds a bit better than the other one. It's easy to modify the tone circuitry. If the tone circuitry is in the preamp stage, most radios will have the tone circuitry off the output transformer, but this one doesn't. So it's easy enough to do. Probably you need a slightly higher value of a tone corrector capacitor to give better tone quality and adjustment. As I say, it's fine. The only issue that I've got with it is the noise is still quite apparent. It's still there. That's not really any different to the original module, and it can be a bit disconcerting when you just listen to either very quiet music or you're listening to speech. It's always there in the background. It's a bit annoying. So that's obviously some digital artifacts that's going on in the chip that's causing that. So whether or not it needs better filtering, or possibly the digital earth and the analog earth are not separate, which it could be. So if it's something like that, that really should be addressed if possible. That's where I think probably the fault is on this. I think that's why we're hearing this noise. But otherwise, it works quite well. The popping that we got with the first one is less prevalent on this one. It's far lower than it was originally. So obviously something has been sorted out there. But that's it. I would give it a good. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10 now. Beforehand, I certainly wouldn't give it as high as that. But it is definitely improved. If we could reduce the background noise, it would be perfect. So well done, good job done, much better, but still got one or two very small anomalies. For anyone that's maybe going to put this in a radio that has got good speaker and good quality audio, it is probably quite noticeable. So yes, in the likes of an AC/DC set with a kind of average speaker, it might not be quite so noticeable. So that's my report on it. I hope this helps, and thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.